This is the Eclectic Discussion Podcast.
What's up, everybody? ADP, Eclectic. So this is what happened. I went back, found a whole bunch of old blog posts and things, and like to do I do when the I remember when. I found why didn't they tell me? Why didn't they tell me? I was thinking about a lot of things that happened after I grew up and thought, man, it would have been great if people would have told me. See, what happens when you're young, your parents tell you, oh, these are going to be the best years of your life. You're like, shut up. I want to be an adult so I can drive and drink and have sex. But a lot of that stuff was real. But, and it might be a little different now, but in the 80s and the 90s, they didn't tell pertinent things. So I did these posts back then. Now let's go through and elaborate a little. Why didn't they tell me that college is cool, but you can and will starve? when they glamorized college, when you watched A Different World, when you watched all the movies that took place in college, not once did they show miserable, broke college students not being able to eat. And when I was in college, I had more than 20 occasions where no money, nothing to eat. Now, granted, I did decide to stop eating at the cafeteria after the big rat thing. I'll tell you about that in another episode. But you'll starve if you don't have any money, and especially if you go away to college. If you go to college like a town over or even a state over, you can just drive home. But I was across the damn world, and that was the thing. Why didn't they tell me debt is real? Like, speaking of college, when you're in college, well, this is what happened back then. Kids, this is not going on right now, but back in the 90s, they would, before cell phones were prevalent, not before cell phones, period, but before they were prevalent, they would have these kiosks and people sell you give you the 1-800-COLLECT t-shirts. All you had to do was sign up for a calling card or a plan. Oh, it ruins your credit. Because we would do anything for a free t-shirt in college. And you buy the calling cards and things was crazy. But when you grow up and you realize how debt and your credit stuff goes, you realize, they should have, there's never been like grade school and high school courses on finance. It makes no sense. It's like they set you up to fail. Why didn't they tell me sex without a condom and sex with a condom is not the same? And you should never have sex without a condom because you'll never want to put one on again. I'm not going to elaborate. Why didn't they tell me that leasing a vehicle is not the way to go? Now listen, if you're gonna stay in one town and only drive to the grocery store every other day, then sure, have a blast. It's still dumb, but at least you lease the joint after your miles or whatever. You trade it in, get the new hotness. So okay, but practical, real life people. Oh man, you're gonna go over those miles, and it's not the move. Just buy the car, or whatever the hell instead of lease. Why didn't they tell me that grades 4 through 12 will be the greatest years of my life? Now, listen, I have a blast currently, but there's something to say about when all you had to do was go to school. That was it. You get out of school, do whatever the hell you wanted to do. There's no bills. There's no real responsibility. In retrospect, when you think about it, oh, take out the trash, wash some dishes. Who cares? Clean up one room, not the house. One room. Jesus. Oh, things were so easy. And then the next day, you just go and fuck around with your friends all day, play video games all night, get food cooked for you. Uh, give you money. You go buy stuff. Oh my God, man, 4 through 12. Oh, so much fun. And speaking of give you money and go buy what you want, why didn't they tell me that shopping was so much fun? See, the thing is, like, when you're real young and your parents are like, come on, we're gonna go buy you some clothes. Nah, man, I don't wanna go. And you gotta go try stuff on and half the stuff you don't want or care about. And you go get shoes and get you the shoes that. But there was a way to freak it. At the time, didn't know what that way was. But as I got older, oh man, I love shopping. Shopping is so much fun. Like, I'm one of the few people that enjoy going to the mall during Christmas. Listen, I need to be rich. I need to be like Kyle and and the good folks at the Nappy Fro, and have a lot of money. But if I had like King Germ money or 12 Cal money, or DeMarco money, it'd be incredible. But when I can shop, I have a ball. Why didn't they tell me that preparing for work after preparing for work, which is going to college and learning shit, is nothing compared to actually finding work, like post college? Because the age old thing, you go to high school, go to college. Sometimes you leave college, go right to graduate school. You get out, you're like, "Yerp," and they're like, "Yeah, no, you don't have any experience." You're like, "But I just got out of school, so yeah, now I don't." Well, when you get some experience, you come back and we'll hire you. And well, how am I supposed to get some experience if you don't hire me? And there's no answer to that question. You just gotta hustle to get on, or lie, or just work some bullshit and then just pad a resume. It's a terrible thing, because most people, they're not getting the dope internships. And when you gotta get like a summer joint, because you gotta go to school. It's a whole thing. It's a fucking racket. Why didn't they tell me that women don't want to be approached unless it's on their terms? That the guy, those terms, the guy is totally oblivious to. Like, you see somebody, nothing crazy, nothing wild, just a high, and it's listen, man, just being friendly, but nah, it's on their terms, and terms change. They move the goalposts. It's a wild thing, being a single person, but I prefer that over being married any day. Moving on. Why didn't they tell me that ain't nothing at the club except overpriced drinks and ignorance? And maybe this is because old as fuck, but even when I was young and going to the club, I never really enjoyed it. I'm because the club is different than a lounge or a bar. A club has no vibe. A club is just, you pack a whole bunch of people in, and it's fishbowl. You just stare at each other, and you buy drinks, and you approach people on their terms that change, and you may or may not get stepped on, and then you may or may not fight, or you may or may not get drunk, and then you'll leave and say, "Oh man, that was a time. It was dumb." Also, this has nothing to the club. Why is there a dress code? I mean, I get why there's a dress code, but why is there a dress code? Why do we care about a certain type of footwear that you wear to get in the club? Because once you get in the club, it's so dark, no one sees your feet. They don't see your shoes. Also, you should wear beaters because if someone steps on your shoe, you're like, whatever, I don't care. But no, you put the dress code together so people wear they best shit. Somebody steps on them, and now you have to kill them. But the dress code, like anything from the waist down should be just wear whatever you want. You should be able to go Winnie the Pooh it. You should be able to Donald Duck it in the club because from the way you can't see anything. It doesn't matter. It's just me. I'm sorry. Never mind. Why didn't they tell me that folding fitted sheets is not a simple task? I don't know how my mother did it. I would always go into wherever we had the little linen thingamajobber, pull out some sheets. I'm good. They were always folded nice. And then I got on my own and fuck college. I'm like, take my sheets out the package. Should have washed them first, didn't I? Shut up, don't judge me. Then put them on the thing, take them to the laundromat, come back and it's, fold the pillowcase, got that. Fold the top sheet, easy. It's fitted sheet though. I don't. Now you got to put your index fingers up and point them away and make a square. I'm not ball up because you can ball it up. You can ball it up. Who cares if it's wrinkled? It goes under. It's the bottom sheet. Who cares what it looks like? But it's the storage. It's the storage that kills you. Anyway, they didn't tell me that. Why didn't they tell me that buying toothpaste and toilet paper will be annoying? See, these are things when you're young, when you live at home, stuff runs out, and actually it never runs out. It's just always some new stuff there. It's great, fucking wonderful. And then when you in college, and then after college when you're on your own, and you realize, damn, I need some stuff, and you buy it, and then you use it the way you use it. I need some more. Like when you have money, you want to spend money on fun shit. You don't want to buy mouthwash. Fucking mouthwash. That should be free. Soap should be free. They should give out shower gel like they did government cheese. Because why are we spending money on this? Anyway, why didn't they tell me you will never outgrow pizza? And listen, if you did outgrow pizza, you're a weirdo because the pizza is the perfect food. It has like almost all the food groups. And pizza is one of the few things that is great when you get it. It is great at room temperature. It is great cold. It is great reheated. It's great the next day. Very few things in life fall under that category. And it's really hard to fuck up pizza. Yeah, of course, you could put some bullshit toppings on there, but if you got the toppings that you want, it's really hard. They have to burn the pizza. And even then, you can just scrape the tops off and just enjoy yourself a nice fucking pizza salad. But pizza, you can't outgrow pizza. There's a reason why in school you had pizza parties, or you played Little League and you won or lost, and you went and had pizza. We never had a taco party, never had a spaghetti party. You know, you wasn't rewarded. You didn't say, "Hey, we're gonna go rent a movie and grab the fucking lasagna." It's pizza. Pizza's incredible. Why didn't they tell me that they, and you know who they are, fake orgasms? Why would you do that? Why would you feign? I mean, I guess sometimes if I'm out somewhere and people are having a blast, I'll act like, I don't even act like I'm having fun. If I'm not having fun, I'm not having fun. But if you're doing some stuff to feel good, why would you act like you feel good and you don't feel good? That's fortunately, I still had a blast. Anyway, um, yo, why didn't they tell me when you get older, moles just pop out of nowhere? How the fuck did you, I swear you just be chilling, you washing, some mole there. Where did that come from? Why? Why is mole? I, that's just a thing. Um, why didn't they tell me you will use 8% of the actual things you studied in your major when you get a real job in your major? It's like, yeah, I know all this stuff. Nobody cares about that. Here, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna do these 3 things, and that's it. And then you get promoted, and you'll do these other 3 things. But most of the stuff you learn, nobody cares about. And then, if you're a person like me, incredibly old, once you got out of school and got a job, technology was totally different. It's like, yeah, you could calculate that, or you could just hit this button right here. It's like, oh, well, okay, never mind. Um, why didn't they tell me you can not call a fat person fat? It's, growing up, if people were fat, they knew they were fat. You could call them fat, and they were like, "Hey, I'm fat." It was a group, the fat boys. They knew they were fat. It was a group of skinny boys. They knew they were skinny. Listen, insults are insults, but sometimes telling the truth is telling the truth. But insults should only go or last as long as it takes to say it. Like, you're stupid. Damn, I am stupid. All right, moving on. It's just, if you're fat, you're fat. If you're dumb, you're dumb. I don't know, but yeah, you can't call, but you can call a skinny person fat. But it's a whole thing. Why didn't they tell me that nothing in a shiny wrapper that tastes good is good for you? Just think about it. Nothing that's good for you comes in a nice shiny wrapper with like good logos or stuff. Doesn't exist. If it's in a shiny wrapper and it tastes good, it's gonna kill you. We're almost done here. Let me see what else we got. Why didn't they tell me that the good feeling when new music comes out, it's not gonna last? Like, I remember when somebody with Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, Prince, whoever the people, say, hey, they got a new album coming out. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to hear it. You run to go get it. You put it on. You're reading the cover, and you're learning about who produced what and who wrote what, and all the thank yous when they would actually say shout outs to all these people, and you find out who was friends with who. And now it's like, oh, such and such came out, cool. No one cares. It's not as fun. It's not a thing anymore. It don't feel great. I have a couple here. Why didn't they tell me that a new pair of shoes is therapeutic? It is. I love shoes. Only sneakers though. I don't wear grown up real man shoes because I'm not a real man. I'm just a guy. Just a guy. I'm not gonna dress up. Dressing up is stupid. It's uncomfortable. And yeah, we're not doing that. Q-tips orgasmic. I can never fake the feeling when I have Q-tip. Q-tip is boy, and they're supposed to not be good for you because it pushes I don't care. Q-tips are great. Why didn't they tell me that the NBA was gonna suck and be near unwatchable? Man, I wish they would have told me that. I wouldn't have believed them. But listen, when people just go and run down and chuck up threes, or they run on a break and everyone just scatters to the 3-point line and there's no centers in the game, and they call this stuff positionless basketball, when I know when I used to watch basketball, they had 5 positions. 7-foot tall people were taking people off the dribble and never in the paint. They would tell me that I wouldn't believe them. Even the guys on double dribbles in the paint sometimes. Why didn't they tell me that if you hang with 9 broke friends, you're bound to be the 10th one? You're as good as the company you keep. PMD told me that, but when I was a kid, they didn't tell me that. You just hung out with your people, and for better or for worse. But man, eventually you start looking. But anyway, now I know. And that was the why didn't they tell me post. I think I did this. I did that post in like 2013, and it's still a thing. It's still relevant. Anyway, I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys listening to me ramble. If you like this, I'll do more. If you don't, I'll shut the fuck up. So in the meantime, in between time, appreciation.